Dear student of class 10th, today dear students we are going to start to cover our third poem of third unit, that is how to tell wild animals. Dear students, as we are doing from previous segment, first of all I will tell you the introduction, then after I will just make you the explanation of each and every single stanza. Then after, once again I will tell you the whole soul summary of the poem. So my dear students, without wasting time, let's have a start. Okay. So my dear students, how to tell wild animals. The poem. Here the poet has explained the characteristics of various wild animals in a very funny way. That means this poem is going to be humorous. She has used a language in the way that it generates humor. She is introducing the reader to various kinds of wild animals like Asian lion, Bengal tiger, bear, etc., explaining each of the animals in a very humorous way. Right? So, my dear students, that was just the simple introduction of this. Now, let's start with the stanza. If you ever should go by chance to the jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large tawny beast, if he roars at you dying, you'll know it is Asian lion. Here are some symptoms that is given to you, and tawny means yellowish brown color. Okay, so here the poet is telling the readers that how they can recognize various animals in the jungles of the east. So in the first stanza she says that if the reader comes across an animal whose skin is yellowish brown in color, and if it roars at him so strongly that he can find out of fear, that means he has encountered an Asian lion. She has humorously explained the Asian lion which could kill a person with its roar. Right? Now let's jump on the second stanza. Or if some time when roaming around, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Right? So meaning of discern is recognize. Right? Here the writer explains, an animal that roams in the jungle and belongs to a royal clan. The color of its skin is yellowish with black stripes. She says that if you notice that he kills you and eats you up, then this means that you have surely seen a Bengal tiger. Right? So this is the symbol that is given. So the symbol represents a Bengal tiger. This time also she has used dark humor to explain how a tiger looks like, because once a person has been eaten up by a wild animal, there is no use in determining which wild animal it is. Right? So there, as you can see, the poem is going to be very simple. This is a very simple poem. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots it peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. 'Twill do no go to roar with the pain, he will only leap and leap again. Right? So meaning of strolling is walking casually. Forth means forward. Hide means skin of animal. Peppered. Here peppered means leaped. Here peppered means spot, and leap means it's a former form of leapt, that means jump towards someone. Now my dear students, the poet says that if you are casually walking in a jungle, you will meet an animal who has a skin with spots on it. This animal is so fast that it will leap on you at once, which means that it will jump on you. This jumping is an indication, is an identification, is a symbol that it is none other than the leopard. Moreover, she adds that if you will cry out in pain, it is not going to be of any use as it will keep on jumping on you. So, in this stanza, the poet has explained the characteristics of a leopard. Dear students, now you can see in each and every single stanza different kinds of animal is being introduced, right? Now, just let's have a look of the next stanza, that is, if when you are walking round yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more cares. So now here the meaning of yard is the backyard or the lawn of area of a house, and the meaning of cares is a gentle touch. Now if you are walking in the lawn area of your house and you meet a creature which hugs you tightly, it's a bear. She further adds that if you are still in doubting regarding the animal, the easiest way is that he will keep hugging and touching you very gently. This acts of his will make sure about its identity. You will come to know that it's a bear, right? Now my dear students, this is the identification for a bear. Thou to distinguish, wait a second. Thou to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might non-plus. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyenas. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. Distinguish means different. Beast of prey, that is any animal that hunts other animals for food. You can say that is the beast of prey. Meaning of novice is someone who is new to a job, and non-plus means confused. Okay, now here the poet says, for someone who is new to the job of recognizing animals, it will be like a puzzle to recognize animals that hunt other animals. And for what? For their food purpose. So here the poet tries to help out the readers, help out the any of the readers by telling the difference between two animals. He adds that hyenas will be smiling, whereas if it is a crocodile, it is always in tears. Both of these animals are dangerous, right? Now my dear students, I think the last stanza has come. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of things. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, this is the chameleon you see. Chameleon is a creature, you can call it as a girgit in Hindi. The poet says that next is chameleon, which is a small creature and it looks like a lizard, but the difference between the two chameleon does not have ears and wings. Moreover, she adds that chameleon has the ability to change its color according to the surface on which it is sitting. Therefore, if you see a tree and find nothing else on it, then it must be a chameleon sitting on it. It had changed its color into the color of tree. So my dear student, that was the complete explanation of this poem, that is how to tell wild animals, my dear students. I think the story get very simple. Now let me tell you the full summary of the poem. That means that will be a central idea, you can say. The poet is describing here the various kinds of animals. These animals are very dangerous and she has introduced them one by one in very humorous way. First of all, she tells us about an Asian lion. Then she adds, if you are visiting the jungles to the east and there you see an animal which has tawny skin and he roars so loudly that you will die out of fear, this means you have seen an Asian lion. Next in the line is a Bengal tiger that she explained to be royal animal that at once attacks and kills a man. She adds by humor that if this beautiful black striped animals killed you and eats you, that means you have surely met a Bengal tiger. After this, she says if the reader met an animal has a black spotted skin, at once jump on it, that means it must be a leopard. Then she further adds, if one will cry out in pain, it may be no use as the leopard will not stop attacking him. Then she moves out of bear, then further chameleon, further. So my dear students, again and again the poet has made us awareness of all animals that you have studied in this picture. You can see in that picture. Okay, so to explain this, he says that if the readers look at the tree and if he can only see the tree, this means that chameleon sitting on it. That means all kinds of creature has been described here. And this was all about this poem, my dear students. So my dear students, the second poem, I think after this one another poem, that is the ball poem, is given, but it will be described tomorrow at the same time. My dear students, up to the time, thank you, have a nice day, and Jai Hind.